We are here today with a very special guest, Mr. David Feherty. Thanks for being here.
Nice to be here, thank you.
We are here in Southern California with you because you're on tour. Tell us a little about that.
Well, I've been doing this kind of stand-up, sit-down, stand-up, fall-over tour for about a couple of years now. I was doing speaking engagements for corporate clients and things like that, and someone suggested I should try doing it in theatre, so that's what I'm doing.
The tour is called Wandering Around on His Own. Is there a story behind that?
Yeah, well, it's, you know, I'm by myself, and this one, it's not the Feherty show where I've got guests or help, like that. It's just me and a chicken.
A chicken, really?
Yeah, there's a chicken out there for some reason. I've no idea why. A chicken doesn't do anything except be stuffed. Yeah.
Okay, well, come see the show then, I guess?
Yes, exactly.
So you've been on both sides of these chairs, interviewee, interviewing.
Yeah.
What's more nerve-wracking?
I think the interviewer is definitely more nerve-wracking. I mean, it's one's reactive and the other is not. You have to actually know what you're doing, which for me it can be something of a challenge.
Is there an interview you've conducted that is possibly the most memorable?
Wow, that's a tough one. You know, we've done more than 100, and you know, Tom Watson is such a great friend to me and an angel in a lot of ways. You know, for me, it'll always be a special one. Lee Trevino was my very first and my hero growing up.
You never forget your first.
No, that's right.
Recently, golf has had a few blunders. The game has been in the spotlight, especially the rules, with Lexi Thompson most recently. Yeah. Just a few thoughts on that and anything you would want to see changed? Yeah,
I really don't think that the average viewer at home should be a referee in any way, especially if it happened yesterday or, you know. What I don't understand is how do these people get the number? I don't know what number to call. I'm in television.
Yeah, and I mean, you've competed. Can you kind of put yourself in those shoes and what you would have been feeling?
Well, it's one of those things, you know, I didn't see the actual incident, you know, but if someone calls in with a ruling, you know, the day after or even the day of, there's someone supposed to be watching this on television, someone from the whatever rules committee there is. You know, I mean, if they didn't see it, it's the same as a call on a football field or on a basketball court or anything else. You know, if they didn't see it, then it didn't happen.
You've had quite a few famous interviews. You've played golf with a lot of well-known people. We're hoping before we get you out of here to play a quick game. So we have some famous individuals here. We're hoping for a quick story, something you've experienced with one of them that maybe the average golf fan maybe doesn't know about them. So
okay.
We've got here
Condoleeza. Wow, what an amazing lady. You know, she only started when she was 50 years old and is really quite a good player. You know, but plays the piano at a concert pianist level. You know, she's Russian history. You know, a major. She's an ice skater. You know, a concert pianist. She was fluent in French, I think, at the time she was 16. One of the most amazing people I've ever met. The Donald, Mr. President. I like him. Always did. He's always been very generous to me with his time and very gracious and just a heck of a character.
And you interviewed him last summer. I think golf came up. He was just a presidential hopeful at the time.
That's right, yeah.
And he's in the news a lot these days because of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, he loves to play, and he's a pretty good player, too. Yeah, that's the one I'm missing. That's the card that's not in my deck. But, you know, Tiger will come on the show eventually. We'll get him on. And for 20 years, I followed him. And I had a front row seat to the most extraordinary golf that's ever been played. You know, people can argue about who's the greatest golfer of all time, but nobody's ever played golf like Tiger Woods.
And then last but very not least, just some thoughts.
The king. Yeah, that famous thumbs up and the smile. I remember the first time I played with him in Canada, 1980. He was the defending champion of the Canadian PGA Championship. When I shook hands with him, it was the most extraordinary feeling. He has an aura that it was like an electricity almost that surrounded you. You knew you were in the presence of greatness. Just the most remarkable man, you know.
Well, I don't think there's a better place to end. So, David, thank you for your time.
You're
we really
welcome.
Appreciate you spending some time at the SCGA.
You're welcome. Thank you.